Good afternoon. Thank you for being here for the Gansett Meadow Affordable Multifamily Rental Housing Drawing. My name is Arthur Goldman. I'm the chairman of the East Hampton Housing Authority. Before we go forward, I'd like to recount a short history of the property that today is known as Gansett Meadow. Well, the East Hampton Housing Authority at the present time manages three properties: Avalon in Montauk, Springs Fireplace, and Accabonac in East Hampton. The addition of Gansett Meadow will go a short way towards helping to aid the housing crisis that we experience in our community. This is a project that, like any of this sort, has gone through many twists and turns, but I'm going to have to mention the people involved that helped to move that.
Hold for a second. We're having a streaming problem. All right. Hold up. All right.
Start from.
No, stay right there. All right. It's having a hard time with stream help. We might be having an internet issue. Just a second.
From the beginning?
No.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's go throw up on our YouTube right now. Hold up. Let's make absolutely sure everything is good. We're still having problems with our stream help. Arthur, you can proceed.
I would be remiss if I did not mention a number of people and entities that were vital in bringing this project to the point it's at now. When this property was identified, first off by our executive director, Catherine Casey, in 2016 with an affordable housing overlay prime to be developed. On the board at that time of the East Hampton Housing Authority were David Lee, Barbara Jordan, Pat Keegan, and Pat Gilchrist. Since that point now, the board is comprised of Joseph O'Connell, Amato Ortiz, Kevin Warren, Marion Zucker, and myself. The property was purchased by the authority in 2016, and our first funding was received from the Suffolk County Infrastructure Subsidy Program that committed funds for our water protection program. We partnered with a public-private partnership with Georgica Green Ventures. Principal David Gallo and his team helped to improve our application for receiving funding from New York State Homes and Community Renewal, awarded roughly $23 million in funding in 2017 through the multifamily 9% round. Gansett Meadow received state and federal tax credits, and the investor partner is Boston Financial, and TD Bank provided construction financing. This project is multifamily, mixed income, with a project-based Section 8 units, 37 apartments, 12 one-bedroom, 12 two-bedroom, 12 three-bedroom, and 1 four-bedroom. This is workforce housing. It is transit-oriented. It was sited with all those factors in place. It's all Energy Star appliances, and East Hampton Town departments were so important in expediting our permits, and those would be the planning. We would identify specifically the building department, the fire marshal's departments. Special thanks has to go to the LTV today and Heath Liebman and Jason Nauer for helping produce this lottery. I'm going to turn it over now to Heath, who will start to conduct the lottery. Thank you, Heath.
Heath, ready?
I'm actually having an issue with Excel, so I might need a few moments.
Hold up and let me know.
Sorry about that. I can prep mostly everything else in the interim. Just about 5 minutes.
Thank you very much.
Are we off now?
No, we're still on.
Oh, great.
Well, the good news is I can actually go through the website we'll be using. Do you mind
Yeah,
taking this? Okay. The website we'll be using is called random.org. The site is used for third-party lottery systems and other random generated numbers and number schemes. One of the features that I'm going to be taking advantage of is using a pre-formatted Excel file, which I'm going to extract the data, drop it into the rows into random.org, and it'll take the entire row, reshuffle everything, keeping the row's integrity. So everything across the row stays the same. And of course, where it winds up in the random order of things, well, that's going to be your numbers. I, of course, don't have any personal information, which is the way I like it. So I don't have to worry about who's application number 1, who's application number 500. And this way, without any real information known about anyone, there's really nothing for me except massaging the numbers and running it through the website. I am going to take our site. I'm going to grab a couple of tidbits of information, and I'm going to build that. It's the Gansett Meadow Affordable Multifamily Rental Housing Drawing. And I use that to describe our drawing. And who will the entrance be? It's going to be a list. Everything coming through well?
Yeah, I see your screen perfectly.
Awesome. So I might actually sneak up here and put at the end of the drawing today's date.
That's fine. The date is also on the broadcast.
Yes. And I'm going to go through the next step. Now I'm going to paste the form once I have my full version of Excel ready to allow me to access the file, since the version I'm using didn't want to give me access to copy the fields in the file. And just as a quick look once over, I'll be taking row 4, down to, looks like 543. And of course, at the moment, it's not going to let me copy it. But that'll be momentarily until I have Excel ready. I'll get back to the website, and then I'll just paste that in. So 4 through 543, we're talking 539. As soon as I paste that in and proceed, I'll be able to get a confirmation from the screen of how many rows I put in. So that way I know I'm not going to miss anything. The general data is fairly straightforward. The columns are broken down, as you can see. The application numbers, the number of bedrooms, the income level, all of this is all based upon the application number, which the master list Katie has, and I believe will also be going to Carol
Correct.
Bennett.
And just so everybody understands who has put in an application, when your application was received by the authority, in no way is going to affect how it is randomly generated now.
Outstanding. Well, a few more moments. I can tell by the progress bar. A few seconds left.
You can tell me when.
I know it's usually the deafening silence that
This
gets
does
everyone.
make for exciting TV. And as long as I'm not on camera, I feel comfortable saying that at this point.
Hey, it's on camera.
Oh,
here's
well,
just,
wonderful. Thank you.
This is as transparent as it gets, though.
I cannot criticize the process at all. My understanding of it is as rich now as it was when I walked in the door, but I have faith in the beauty of it.
Well, in life, there is always road bumps. And that's how we either grow,
Or fall by the wayside and are picked apart by the carrion.
but I don't think an old boss of mine used to say, it doesn't matter what they do. They can only slow you down. They can never stop you. That's true. So yes,
Well, that's apropos of this project. There was much done that slowed us down, but we are here 4 years later. Plus.
it's going to tell me I can work in just a few moments. I must have wiped this computer one too many times. Got to reinstall.
I will take the time to put in a plug for the East Hampton Housing Authority, and that we can do more than one thing at a time. We are actively seeking to develop other properties at this time, and we look forward to the support of the continued support of the town and the community as we move forward to try to alleviate the housing crisis that we face in East Hampton.
It would also be good to note that with any buffering or streaming problems, we'll also have another recording of this immediately available to the public.
Just want to grab that. All right, that should give me my access now. Let me make the file a little more manageable. Grabbing my columns and my rows.
Keith, I'm going to cut to your computer. Is that all right?
Certainly.
All right. Your computer's up.
Outstanding. Okay, so I'm now heading down to grab all the rows that are here. Yes, there we go. Okay, so I was able to grab my copy and I can paste it into here. 543 entries. I believe that's what we 546. And I grabbed from row 4. Okay, perfect. So validation is complete, which is good. That tells me that our row numbers are correct. proceed. We're going to make this public. Nope, private. Let me check my notes. Ran through this with a test with Katie, so I know when we ran a test, we didn't really have as many rows. We will select public for the drawing. See? That's also so everyone knows we too follow the manual.
And there's no, when you say it's public, in what sense does that mean? Public?
The public, where the drawing, anyone can view the full entry and its winner list. That's the privacy settings on the list.
Okay.
And we are going to match the number, so we're going to have 543. So it is going to draw an order of 543 random numbers from what we had. And we can email a summary to ehhacc@optonline, and we will complete the drawing. And there we have it.
And applicants will be able to access that information, and I believe they'll also receive notification from the Housing Authority as well.
And you can see the randomization has already been done, and all applicants are included. No vacant lines. Excellent.
Thank you.
All right. You're very welcome.
Thank you very much.
That is
Yeah, I
all.
believe so. And thank you, Jason, and thank you, LTV. Seamless. Thank you.
Only minor hiccups.